didn't realize I had to renew that license. I didn't realize it was written out. Oops. Go ahead and pay that.
Hate when that happens.
Oh, there we go. All right,
is that being loud?
Sorry, I had the volume on. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I could hear myself back here for a moment. I was like, I hear me. I thought it was me for a second because I've got everything popped up, and if I hear me, then there's usually a problem. So it scared me for a moment. Don't do that.
I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I'm going to check it. Hold on just a second.
You check it. Oh, God. Well, we're on the RWBY hiatus. No new episodes, but since this podcast missed the first, 100 of them, might as well backtrack and go have some fun and watch them.
What?
So, going back and rewatching some of these, it's a nice little
It's different.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
It strikes you kind of weird seeing the difference in animation levels, really.
Yeah, and the animation it's extremely different. It catches you off guard. It's went back and saw it, and I was like, wow.
The first opening scene for episode 1 is fine, but once you get to the blimp or Zeppelin or whatever you want to call it, it was so bad.
Yeah, the limitations of Maya.
In your head, you're like, did I really watch this?
Right?
Yeah, the limitations of Maya. But it's kind of funny, though, because the fight scenes are awesome. But
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When it's just regular walking and, general movement, it's like, whoo. Gosh, that hurts the eyes a little bit. But they get to fighting and everything, smooths itself out. There's so much going on.
Yeah, the old fight scenes still hold pretty well with the ones we currently have.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the opening fight scene is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
In episode 1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of my favorites just because of Roman, but,
I love Roman as well.
I'm a Roman fangirl. I can't help it. Gray has such a good voice for voice acting.
The caboose, the shadow people from Volume 1. There's no people, just the silhouettes.
Just the silhouettes.
Yeah. So I really want someone that's good at, I'm not good at animation, so not me. But somebody that's good at it needs to go back and just redo all of that, but make it more alive. Leave it with Maya. Keep it with Maya. Don't just upgrade what they did.
I want to replace all the shadow people and smooth out a few of that.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Because I mean, it's that big old ship, and there's 8 shadow people on there, and then Yang, Ruby, and Jean. It's this ship is supposed to be transporting hundreds of people. There's 8.
And the TV, the broadcast.
That broadcast that looked great.
I remember watching that the first time, and I cried. I was like, why? Why is this here?
Yeah, that reminded me of a
exposition.
It looked like a really old cartoon. It looked like an old cartoon in the new style is what it looked like. As little movement as possible, but looks good enough to pass.
What would you define old cartoon?
Oh my gosh. Old, you wake up and it's Saturday morning, those Saturday morning cartoons.
Okay.
Not Jackie Chan.
Well, no wonder the first few volumes of RWBY don't bother me, because I grew up watching that shit.
Oh no, I did too. I love it. But that's
probably the youngest one here.
It was just normal to me.
Well, I mean,
one thing straight. I'm not as old as I sound.
All right, so here we go. Are we? This conversation comes up every podcast. Everybody's like, "Who's the oldest?"
Echo is.
I mean, nobody objected to that, so you might be. Yeah.
I am. It's okay. I don't look my age and I don't act my age, but I definitely have my age.
Yeah, I'm 18, so.
Oh no, yeah, I'm definitely the youngest then.
17 or 16?
16.
That's funny because I look 16, but I'm going on 26 and at the end of the month, actually. Oh, fuck. Gosh, damn, I'm getting old. All right, well, off of the existential crisis. Gosh, damn, that sucks. Back to RWBY. God, just watch RWBY the rest of my life. Feel young forever.
Make all the problems go away.
If only. Gosh. That'd be the life. Watch RWBY for the rest of your life, not have to worry about anything.
RWBY and Red versus Blue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, by the way, since Echo's back, real quick, introduce everybody. We got that, yeah, over there to my right. Y'all see it, slut, whatever. We've got Neo over there as the Ilya. We've got the ever wonderful Echo in the top corner for opposite of me. And we've got Juvia right above me.
Hello.
And it's her first time.
Same.
Oh, it's both your first time. Congratulations.
Welcome. Glad you could make it. But yeah, so first fight scene always fun to watch that. Are you mugging me? Yeah. Oh.
Oh, well, in that case.
So memorable.
That's how I sell the show to people. I don't show them the trailers first. I show them that first fight scene.
Yeah.
And usually that gets them to watch.
Yeah, either that fight scene or the
Paint the Town.
Yeah. A lot of people fall in love with that
one. I use.
But
I got hooked on the Red trailer.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched all the trailers first. I think I watched the first episode and then somebody told me about the trailers.
I remember
seeing. I watched the whole first volume before I saw the trailers.
Oh, really?
That's just the way the YouTube playlist that I came across had it laid out.
Yeah. It's like I remember. Go ahead.
I had watched the last episode of Volume 1 with my cousin, and then, he showed me the trailers, and I just got hooked.
Oh, yeah.
I showed my friend Noah, he's in my choir class. We were all hanging out outside of school, and I showed him one of the Red trailer.
Oh my God,
and he was kind of okay, but then I showed him, but when we got to the Black trailer, I think I had him hooked.
Oh,
yeah.
I think that was his favorite. That's my favorite too, honestly.
Yeah, see, I saw the Red trailer the day it released, and right then I was like, I'm watching this. And that
I
was.
had never heard of Rooster Teeth up to that point.
Yeah, same.
Me neither. Blue. I've heard of Red versus Blue because my stepbrother watched it, and sometimes I'd sit with him and watch it, and I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
But
I watched Red versus Blue after I watched all of RWBY.
It's funny because I had watched all of Red vs. Blue, and I didn't know what Rooster Teeth or RWBY was.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've seen. My introduction to Rooster Teeth was the Red vs. Blue. What was it? The illegal DVDs that the U.S. Army passed around. I ended up getting my hands on one of those. I think it went up to Volume 5. And it was Volume 4 of Red vs. Blue. And that's when I first heard of Rooster Teeth, back when it was redversusblue.com. And it would boot you to the Rooster Teeth. It was great. And for a while there, I didn't realize what the hell their symbol was. It was Rooster. I was like, what the fuck is this? Whose logo is this? This is such a stupid logo. And then I was like, that makes a little more sense.
There are so many logos I look at that I just, what's that? Like, I was confused by, we had a gander mountain here for a long time. It closed in the last year.
Oh, yeah.
And the logo confused me. I was like, is that a dog? That's a weird looking dog. Despite the name, Gander Mountain. I was like, this is a weird dog.
Oh, boy. So, obviously, Volume 1, Volume 1, Episode 1, we saw Ruby in her awesomeness. We saw Glinda. Haven't seen Glinda in forever. That was
I love
great.
her. She was my favorite character in the beginning, and now I'm just really sad that we haven't got to see any more of her.
I love her design because it reminds me, of what she's based on. The good witch from frickin' Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
But it also reminds me of Medusa from Soul Eater because of the arrows on her cape.
Oh man, I haven't seen Soul Eater in so long. I'll have to rewatch that.
That was my first ever anime, was Soul Eater.
Oh, was it?
I'm on my third time through Soul Eater right now, and my first time through Soul Eater not.
I haven't. So I read like the first manga for Soul Eater not, but I haven't had a chance to read the rest of it. Mainly because I've been too busy rereading all the Madoka Magica stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so did you? I never rewatched like Volume 1 or if I did, I probably gosh, it's been so long. But I never realized that Ozpin actually replies to Salem right at the start. I never noticed that.
Oh yeah, I noticed it.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Like it just.
It got really quiet.
Yeah, no, that was one of the things I was like, oh wow, he actually replies to all her bullshit. I didn't even notice going through watching
for the whole show, really.
Yeah.
I am still not. I guess I missed that because I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it again.
Yeah, he has like one line. He says like 4 or 5 words, and then that was it. And
it's a little longer than that.
Is it?
Yeah. It's Let me see if I can find it.
Let me see.
We're all looking, aren't we?
Can y'all hear that?
And most importantly, life. But even the most brilliant lights eventually flicker and die. And when they are gone, darkness will return. So you may prepare your guardians. Build your monuments to a so-called free world. But take heed. There will be no victory in strength.
But perhaps victory is in the simpler things that you've long forgotten. Things that require a smaller, more honest soul.
Yep. That was it. Yeah, I had never heard that before.
Now this time watching it through, when I heard that, I was like, that is really, really relevant. But when you guys were talking about it, I thought we were talking about when the scene where Ruby met Ozpin, and I'm like, when did he say anything about Salem? I'm sitting here racking that scene in my head, and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about?
It's the very beginning.
Oh my god! And then the cookies. Oh my gosh!
The cookies.
God.
Cookies?
I mean,
Ruby is a monster. How is she that small?
She's a cookie monster.
Hi
guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hold on. Let me turn my phone back down real quick before it goes haywire and gets mad that.
I didn't say anything.
There we go.
I did.
I hear somebody. Who is it?
Is it Kaya?
It's Naomi. I
It's
was
Naomi.
Naomi.
Oh, there's Naomi. Ah!
sleeping. sleeping.
She's so quiet. We're trying
She's a
to.
ninja.
She's so quiet. And why can't?
Hold on.
It's like we put her in a wall or something.
Hold on. Give me a second.
She's in the trash
Look at my
can.
laptop. I'm snapping.
Trash can.
Honey, hold on. Mommy multitasking. I know. I hear you, child.
Why is my Discord? Oh, I was like, I can't find my Discord anywhere because she's so quiet. I was like, it's because I took my Discord and just pushed it off of my screen. All that was left was this little corner, and I forgot I did that. I was like, shit. So stupid. All right. Anyways, back on topic. So his we've seen nothing of obviously Neo or any of them. But what happens to his cane? Did his cane get eaten? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
What, Roman?
Yeah, Roman's cane. I want to see his cane somewhere. I just want to see it like in a background on a future video, just kind of sitting there somewhere. It'd be great.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you. There you are.
Yep.
Hey,
Hi. I'm sorry. I was napping. I didn't sleep well last night.
It happens.
And watch on the fly modifications. We do this and we do it well. Maybe.
Maybe.
Shit, I'm failing horribly
Not
right
much
now.
confidence there.
Yeah, I don't have much confidence. I can't find it. What the hell did I do with it? Oh, never mind. There it is. I found it. Good job. And then, too much shrink. A little bit bigger. Nope, it's too big. There it is. Fixed it.
Sure you got this right then.
Yeah, I got it. We're good. We're on the same page now. No worries.
Okay, well, you're going to have to give me like 3 minutes. I've got to go feed my child.
Okay, you go do that.
Go feed the child.
Feed. Oh my gosh! I remember the days whenever like everybody was freaking out, like when Oz brings up her silver eyes. People were like, "What is why?" And then nothing for 3 volumes, and then everybody's like, "Oh, okay." It's like there's one episode of everybody freaking out about the eyeballs, and then nobody brought up eyeballs ever.
Yeah. I actually have a theory. You mentioned not seeing Neo for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a theory that it's just because they haven't made her a new freaking a new model for the.
Yeah.
Because they can't just use her old model. That's not.
Yeah. They can't use old assets anymore.
Mm-mm. They gotta completely restart. So I feel like that's why they haven't brought her back yet, really.
Yeah, do as minimal in terms of the new resources as possible so they can streamline. See, now here's the thing. They've got 9 months until it comes back. I demand better fight scenes. Gosh damn it, I need to stop hitting that.
I agree.
There we go. Put that away so I stop hitting it. I had a bowl of
They've
cereal
got
right
so
before
much
we got
time
on.
at this point.
Yeah. But we'll see. And then, oh my gosh, these are wonderful. You're the bee's knees. I just want to be regular people with regular knees.
But you are special.
I love that. I think that episode is probably my favorite because I love the whole bee's knees thing, and then it's also a gun, which is my favorite scene out of the whole season.
Yeah.
The whole season, the whole series. Like,
I love how everybody's character's a little different, but from themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Barb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fully agree that if you were to give Barb the gauntlets, she would run around like Yang, like to a T.
She's Yang. There's just no getting around it. She is.
Yep.
The only character who even is like much different from their actual person is probably RWBY as far as the main group goes. And that's just because of the voice, really.
Yeah, now you think about it, I don't. It's like from what I've seen of Lindsay, and watching her in the video she's been in with Achievement Hunter, she doesn't seem as much like RWBY. Like she doesn't mimic RWBY's personality much at all.
Yeah. Whereas with Aaron, Aaron's a little more introverted, just like Blake.
Mm-hmm.
And Barb is Yang. We just discussed that. I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, what about Weiss? I mean,
I don't think so. I think that one's kind of inaccurate too.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, because Weiss early on, from what I've heard about Kara, she's pretty awesome. I don't see Kara being Weiss.
I feel like Kara is Kara's kind of sassy, but she's not like rude about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's that sassy friend.
She's a sassy friend, yes.
She's sassy. Much sass.
Sassafras.
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 Sassafras. I love it.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is...
Gosh damn it! I gotta stop hitting things on my desk. It's horrible.
The comedic timing for the first few episodes is really well done as well.
Yeah.
Like with Jean after RWBY rejoins Yang, he's like, "Where am I gonna find another nice quirky girl to talk to?" And then there's Kira like right behind him.
Yeah.
She's just there.
Oh yeah, I really like that. I like the way they kind of were introduced and their whole personality was captured in kind of a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like she I don't know. She has no lines there. She doesn't move at all. She's just kind of standing there.
She just stands there and is like, huh. And you're like, but she really stands out.
Important. She's not a shadow.
Yeah, exactly. She really stands out. Yeah. She's not one of the shadow people.
And you can't really appreciate that kind of timing until you do come back to it after watching all of the episodes, knowing what's going on, and then
yeah.
Seeing it second time, especially after some of the most recent stuff, you're like, this changes a lot of things now.
Perspective.
Yeah. And it was honestly kind of weird seeing Blake with a bow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, Blake. It's like
was anyone really surprised about the Blake reveal?
I don't think so. I think most people saw that coming.
It's kind of like Penny, Yeah. I'm not a real girl, RWBY.
It's like really?
Yeah.
It's like,
really? We saw these freaking sword things coming out of your back. And you're based on Pinocchio.
It's like, or her falling over. Like when they first run into her, she hits the floor and she's like,
yeah.
I think I want to get up. It's like, huh. But yeah, they did.
I have
Good.
I have a somewhat irrelevant question. Irrelevant as in it doesn't pertain to the first 3 episodes, but my son loves RWBY and he loves RWBY Chibi, and he's really upset that we can't watch the new episode yet. So he's rewatching all of them, and it brought up this question. So when does RWBY and Yang learn that Crow can turn into a crow? Because it was the fact that him and Raven could turn into birds became a really big deal. And I don't really remember, did they already know he could turn into a crow, or is that something he had been kind of keeping secret?
Yeah, I don't think they found out until this volume, like the most recent volume, volume 5.
Because the way he's introduced... Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. You were already talking.
I was just saying, in Chibi, which is, completely different, he's pretty much introduced as a bird. because the scene is, yay, Uncle Crow is coming, and he tries to throw.
Yeah, and he smacks into the window
3 times, but it's closed. So finally, he comes running in, opens the window, then goes back out, flies in, and is like, ta-da! So he introduces himself, changing from a bird to a crow, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
They didn't know that.
If they didn't know that until this volume, then boy, were there some funny lines dropped.
Yeah.
Like, even in the very first episode.
Yeah, I don't think they knew.
Garbage until he took me under his wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of allusion toward things like that. Crow, wing, it's the birds in the the yellow trailer.
Yeah.
It's that really changes how things work. Ooh, someone's angry.
I know.
Yes, she's very, very angry.
Elbow bump, mommy. I feel your pain.
I did not plan on sleeping past 8 o'clock. Like, I woke up, looked at my phone, saw your message, Raven, and I was like, crap. Son of a bitch. I got an hour and a half sleep last night because I was babysitting my baby nephew, so my sister-in-law, and I finally got home at like 2:30 and laid down with Amy. And literally woke up, like, right as I joined the chat. I was like, son of a few choice words.
I
So my
say we're all
apologies for my lateness.
adults here, please share, but not all adults.
Hashtag
Not
adult.
in legal terms.
Hashtag adulting.
I put money. He's probably said worse things.
Probably.
I mean, no denial. I mean, it is what it is.
Anywho, so what did I miss? My apologies.
Mostly just kind of bullshit talk about volume or episode 1, and the fight scene was where.
You mean my favorite episode ever?
Yes, the favorite one ever.
Well, my second favorite. My first favorite is the food fight. But no. It's my favorite episode because the guy looks at Ruby and she's just like, are you robbing me? And he's like, yes. And then she's all like, oh, like it's the biggest thing, it's the most willingness thing in the world. She's just like, oh, okay. And now I'm going to kick your ass. All right.
Yep, it's like this is...
It's like, oh, well, that makes everything so much better now.
And then, like, what's going through your mind, right? She's standing out there, and then the scythe comes out of nowhere. Roman's like, get her. I've been like, I'm out.
The scythe forming in that first episode was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? And then Torchwick's just looking at her like, okay. And this is the first time you get to see Torchwick's sass. And his sass is my favorite sass.
I love Torchwick. I've already said that, but man, I can't get enough Torchwick. I started writing.
Now, have you guys seen Clockwork Orange?
Yeah.
I have not seen it in its entirety, but I have seen bits and pieces.
Well, that's a long thing to sit through in its entirety, but
yeah. Sit through that taints the soul, but it's worth it.
Very twisted movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for twisted. But
yeah, it's up there. It's some of the most. I mean, that was banned in the U.S., wasn't it? For up until
what?
Clockwork? Wasn't it? Yeah, or no, Clockwork was banned in the U.K. That got banned all over the place.
I don't know what Clockwork is.
Clockwork Orange. You never seen that?
Clockwork Orange.
It's
never heard of it.
It's what Roman Torchwick is based off of, his character design.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up then.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Just be careful what you look at.
Yeah.
I will be very, very careful. I will put on my kid gloves.
And the book is even more twisted.
Yeah. Clockwork Orange was banned in the UK. That's where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I just pulled up too.
Yeah, and it was banned for 25 years.
Doesn't surprise me.
It's a brutal movie. It really is. It's
messed up.
On a lot of different levels. I would highly suggest not watching that around anybody. It's bad.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Can I have Ruby's metabolism? Like, please?
I know, right? Like, I'm sitting over here being fat and eating fruits and vegetables, and she's eating a whole plate of cookies.
And not gaining a pound. Like, I look at cookies and I feel like I gained 5 pounds. Like,
I know, right?
what?
Would you? How mad?
Also, I ate a whole container of Hostess cupcakes ice cream today. So
Holy moly, I can't even eat that much sweets. Like, I have a box of ice cream that's been sitting in my freezer for 3 months, and it's not even halfway gone.
It's not that big. It's like one of the small containers, but I sat there and ate the whole thing. And like, I just ate 3.5 servings of ice cream.
What if I told you that I went through 5 boxes of cookies in the past week?
Raven, with as much exercise and activity that you do, that is not surprising to me.
Yeah, if you exercise enough,
ate
then that's not a big
almost
deal.
a half a thing of brownies.
Like, do you know what I ate today? Like, I had a bowl of cereal this morning, and that was it.
I had 2 bowls of cereal and some cookies.
Like, see,
I never eat unhealthy. I find the Girl Scouts come around and everything just goes to hell.
for breakfast.
I never eat unhealthy. This is like my one time of the year that I binge on something I've never eaten.
Like I
Cookies for breakfast.
I eat bananas, I eat oranges, I eat celery, I eat all my veggies. Yet here I am, freaking overweight as heck.
Right, like,
You know what a really great dessert is?
2:30.
I mean, part of my problem, I'll admit, part of my problem isn't what I'm eating, it's just that I eat a lot of it. Like, I can sit and eat, like 3 or 4 oranges straight because I love them so much.
See, my thing is, I don't eat a lot, but I don't do much. Like, I take care of my house, I go to work, and I take care of my kid. That's the extent of my physical...
I go to school, but I actually have such bad anxiety with PE that I had to be put in a alternative course for PE where I just write essays about everything.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I have done that in school?
They
God,
don't advertise that it's a thing.
Well, you'll be damn well sure that if I ever go back in time and go back to school, that's something I'm gonna fucking do. Because
listen, if you go back in time, why is that the one thing? No, if you go back in time, you fucking fix RWBY, okay? You make sure this shit doesn't get fucked.
Yes, Raven.
Fuck that.
If I go back in time, you make sure Monty's still around. Come on, guys.
You know what, Raven? I'll get right on that. I'll get right on that with my lack of drawing skills, my lack of animation skills.
No, all you have to do, and I'm a firm believer in this, all you have to do is save Monty, and everything will be fine.
How am I supposed to do that? He died of a sickness.
No, he didn't. It was surgery.
No, he didn't. He died because of mistakes in surgery. I believe he had an allergic reaction to something.
Yeah, the anesthesia.
Yeah. So you can go back in time and be like, hey, he's allergic to this. And then that doesn't happen.
I could totally do that. I mean, Raven, are you going to pay for my trip to wherever it is he's living? Because I won't have money.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a time machine, I will get you money to go back in time, okay?
And save
you need to raise money specifically just for a time machine. So the main problem is time travel, and I'm going to get real...
Are we going to go flash real or, like, scientific real?
Like, scientifically speaking, time travel backwards is impossible.
Yeah.
I know. Time
travel forwards is totally possible, but you'll never be able to come back.
Yeah, you miss a lot in one shot. That's a whole thing.
If you go forwards, why would you want to go backwards?
To save Monty, duh.
To save Monty. We just so many people.
Just had this conversation.
Just went over this.
Where have you been, dude?
This is the main reason to go back.
Hey guys, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Speaking of which, 3 years.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
Man, it's... But...
Rest in peace, Monty. We love you.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
Maybe you're making wherever it is you are very entertaining with all your animation skills and story skills.
Yeah, it was actually 3 years ago yesterday.
Oh.
Yep, February 1st. So, we'll miss you, Monty. Thank you for bringing us this, and I do agree with Gavin. He would, if you could sit down and talk with one person, I would talk to Monty and just explain to him how big it's gone. I think he'd like to know that. And definitely worth every moment I've spent watching it and talking with everybody about it. It's been wonderful. And but back to a little more lighthearted topic. RWBY being lighthearted again. Oh my god! So the first 3 episodes, I was actually like kind of laughing at some of the stuff. It was wonderful. Oh. Also, I fixed it, Echo. I just realized what it was. It should be fixed now.
I'm back.
Yeah, my snowball was apparently still on. I looked over and there's this red light just staring me in the eyeballs. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Whoops. But so we saw Craterface come back. Oh my gosh, I hadn't seen. I totally forgot Craterface was even a thing.
Craterface.
That was wonderful. And then it's
I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to talk about John. Okay, like pretend we talk about John. Angry.
And the introduction to dust.
Yes.
Really, because you see the dust in that first episode, but you don't know what it is.
Yep.
Okay,
so
my
the
question...
introduction to dust, Weiss just being like, fire, ice.
Fire, ice, wind, energy.
Dumb.
It was wonderful.
So there was a lot of different colors of dust in the first shop, but I really only know like red is fire, blue is ice, yellow is electricity. What are all the others?
There's energy. Energy, I believe, is just one on its own, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What exactly is that?
And you can combine different types of dust to create other types of dust is the other thing.
Yeah.
So there's probably a very long list of all the types of dust you can get.
I'm looking at it right now. There we
go.
There's blue. There's green. What is green? Do we know?
Probably wind or something.
There's orange. There's white. We know what yellow is. There's turquoise. And that's all the colors I see in that. Yeah, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, turquoise, and white. What is white dust?
That one might be wind. I was going to say green's probably just the energy.
Or is white
just energy? I think we all know what...
White might just be energy too, I don't know.
I think we all know what white dust is, alright? Okay.
That is definitely energy.
It makes everybody as fast as RWBY.
Okay, alright. I looked it up because, well, I'm me and everything's got to be correct. Okay, so you've got wind and air, fire, water, lightning, ice, steam, gravity, earth.
I thought gravity was...
Orange colored hasn't really gotten a name yet, and cyan colored hasn't really got a name yet.
Okay. Oh, cyan, not turquoise. My bad. Yeah, I forgot about gravity, which that...
That's because gravity doesn't come up a lot.
It came up once.
Yeah,
why did you in the red trailer? It was first shown when RWBY uses gravity dust ammo in the red trailer. Gravity appears to have the colors black and purple in the release energy as seen in Reloading, the 3rd episode of RWBY Chibi. Gravity dust crystals are black and can cause pieces of land they form in to levitate, creating floating islands such as the ones floating above Lake Matsu and Anama.
She used it in the red trailer?
Yeah.
it's just not said, I guess, that that's what it was, but looking back, yeah, I guess she does. Huh.
I'll have to go back and rewatch that because I don't
It's
remember that.
this the special clip,
It's
right?
the
That she
second.
puts in.
It's the second clip that she puts in when she starts to use her semblance.
The one that has a little emblem on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, that's the one that she. Okay, cool. Didn't know that.
Was there ever an official reason why the why Ruby's design changed from the trailer to the actual show?
I think they just
think-
finished modifications on her, like
Yeah.
just cleaned her up. I don't remember
Okay.
if there's any.
I've seen theories that it's a dream.
Yeah, I've seen
Like
that.
that's what Ruby wants to achieve.
hmm
Yeah.
That's fair because most of the theories I saw when it originally came out was that it's from when it originally came out it's after everything, but that doesn't make sense
I was about to say, Ruby would not need to reload her scythe if this was after everything. She would just walk in, look at them, and murder them all and get on with her day.
That and the fact that Rooster Teeth has stated that all of those were before
Yeah.
the first episode.
And if this was before she went to Beacon, kudos to Ruby because she took down a whole fucking pack of Beowulfs.
Yeah, and that's why
if Austin
people
thought
say
that
it's a
fight
dream.
with Roman was good.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, Roman, oh no, she took out a whole pack of Beowulfs by herself and only needed to reload her clip once.
That's why a lot of people believe that it's a dream, because if you look at the fighting of how Ruby fights, like in the show and then in the trailer, it's a little different, you know?
It
Yeah.
is. So the dream theory makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That does make sense. You know, it's got some water under it, so I could see that.
The white trailer, we all know
Yeah.
what that's symbolic for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
And then obviously we know black and yellow are. We know
They're
where
pretty
those started and
straightforward.
ended. Those are pretty. Yeah. That's. Those are kind of where the story actually started. It started around.
I'm guessing
black
Hang
and
on.
I'm
yellow.
guessing it's confirmed that the bird following Yang around was Raven.
It was either Raven or Crow, one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I kind of leaned toward it was being Crow, because Crow, when she tells the story about getting saved, it was Crow that saved her. So that kind of leads me
It
to
gives
believe
you
that.
it gives you the more protective view
Yeah.
of him.
Yeah, and Raven's just kind of an asshole, so she don't give a damn.
Now the
Who knows,
question
maybe-
is,
maybe she was a
if Crow didn't
frequent.
interfere, would Raven have used her one save for Yang right then and there?
Sorry, what did I miss? My dog was acting
Nah,
weird.
I don't know. Maybe it's a possibility, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we've got plenty coming up, so. But yeah, so we finally saw. Oh, there's brown dust too. I picked my phone back up to move it, and I saw brown. I swear, I just saw brown dust.
Yeah, it's
Brown.
probably Earth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely brown. Okay, yeah, there's brown dust. Okay, so then what's orange dust?
Bright orange colors doesn't really have a name.
Okay.
Yeah, that one hasn't been given a name. It just kind of exists.
Okay.
Yeah, it says for bright orange, it says the type of dust is sewn into the designs onto a cinder falls outfits, and crystals are seen in volcanic biomes and Amity Coliseum. Examples of its use include launching a fiery projectile that splatters to the ground when blocked and creating explosive eruptions, making weapons out of obsidian, and generates heat to melt ice. So I assume it's like lava or something.
Yeah.
So was I don't know. I kind of raised an eyebrow at Cinder from the one time we really see her at the beginning of the season. Or volume, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's because looking back at a lot of the forums, everyone was calling her Cinderfall before we actually had a name. So, was there a name released at some point that I just wasn't aware of?
I don't know. I didn't.
Or did
I
the
never
fans
really keep up
basically
with the
name
forums.
her?
Oh, now that you mention it, I don't remember because I kind of stayed away from the forums during a lot of during the first few episodes, and
Same.
around
and
episode
it was me
3.
just looking back at the date a
Oh, I
while
see.
ago.
I think we can all agree that her new name is Cinderfell.
Right?
Cinderfell.
Cinderfell.
I will agree with that 150%.
Or who knows? Maybe it's Cinder Neverland.
Oh, you're on a roll tonight.
Yeah, this is where our
Dylan would be proud.
yeah,
Very,
definitely.
very proud because, yeah, I love puns. There are 3 rules to puns, okay? 1, no matter how bad the pun seems in your head, always say it. 2, no one is going to enjoy your puns. 3, does not matter if people like your puns, say them anyway. Because there's no such thing as a bad pun.
No, there's no such thing as a good pun. They're all bad. Once you've accepted all puns are bad, then
If there's no
mediocre.
such thing as a bad pun, then there's also no such thing as a good pun. Puns
They're just puns.
Exist. Who is to say what is good and what is bad?
Barbara,
Ooh, are we getting philosophical?
we're
Are
getting
we
punny.
heroes keeping peace?
Oh, so we saw Crater face again. That was great. And then
Yeah.
whenever she hands Ruby that pamphlet, says, "Here, read this," and then goes through. Oh my gosh, these are such lighthearted episodes. I love it. I haven't seen.
Yeah, back when nobody's dead and everything's fine, and the only thing they had to worry about were their grades in Froman
And Nevermore's.
Oh, my heart.
Back-
Yeah, Nevermore's and Death Stalkers, and
Back when-
like the only thing they ever had to worry about was so minuscule because there was no big scheme to anything at the time, and Ruby and everybody was just so interested in school, and the only thing John, his dumbass, had to fucking worry about was
Puke boy.
bullies.
And
Vomit
people
boy.
finding out that he faked his transcripts.
Back when
Right.
it was back when Ruby was Ruby Cheese.
Even though we all know Austin totally knew the entire time that
Yeah.
John faked his transcripts.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because Ozpit's just like, because Goodwitch is just like, I don't care what his transcripts say. He's not ready for this level of combat. And then
Ozpin's
Ozpit's
just like,
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like,
Dot
whatever.
casually sips coffee.
Right.
The mug.
So let me point this out. Ozpin, knowing that John is not trained in anything, just throws him off a cliff, and this is why Ozpin will forever be my favorite headmaster. It's like
He is-
kid doesn't know how to land, kid doesn't know how to fight. Let's throw him off a cliff into a forest.
This is what he wanted, right?
Yeah.
This is what he wanted.
He signed up for
I
it.
remember we had this
favorite.
discussion.
We have.
It's still a great discussion.
It is my favorite discussion to have because I love everything about Ozpin.
I still ship Ozpin and Glinda so badly. Rewatching.
Everybody
yeah.
ships that.
I had a whole thing. So I started this fanfic back during near the end of Volume 2, and it was my Ruby Torchwick frickin' fanfic because I was trash. Anyway.
Because I was trash. You're not trash. You were just
read that
really dark and scary place, okay?
I was like, Rosewick for life.
I want to read it.
No, it was
Rosewick
so
for
bad.
life.
It was
Oh
so
my
bad.
gosh.
I want to read it.
Ah!
It was
Yeah,
Was it bad?
But
Was it bad or was it
there's this
cringy?
ongoing joke in like the in-between parts of the story that Glinda was constantly trying to get the D.
Oh, yeah. Most
And
definitely.
Austin was just like completely oblivious, and every time she got like so close, somebody would walk in the middle of them
About
Getting the
to.
deed on.
getting it on, trying to get it on. It was a good ongoing joke, and I feel like I need to write a whole fic just about this concept now. it was one of my favorite things to write was just sexually frustrated Glinda.
Okay, I can actually see that because Glinda is just so stuck up. She's gonna actually go stick up her ass.
Why do you think she
now
acts
you
like
really
that?
you
Because
do
she's
have to share it
freaking-
with us because
It's so bad. I want to rewrite it at some point, but I'll show you guys the original. I'll send it in the Discord later if that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You can dump
Okay.
it. You can dump it in the
It's rough.
Discord. it's rough. Yeah. I think everybody would agree it's probably gonna be a rough ride.
It's not even that long. I also had all these plans for these other ships going on. Like I had a White Velvet ship going.
A White Velvet.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites at the time as well. And then my buddy Quentin had an OC and he was writing his own fanfic. I'm like, can I include your OC in this because I need more characters? And so he helped me write some of the stuff involving his OC, and his OC was paired with Yang. Blake was just a loner. I guess I didn't care what Blake had.
Well, I mean, Blake kind of sets herself up as a loner from the early episodes anyways, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. that part in the third episode, whenever she's explaining what happened in the courtyard to Yang, and then there was yelling, and she's being mean to me, and then Weiss walks up behind her.
I just wanted her to stop yelling, and then Weiss starts screaming. Like, you! And then Ruby's like, oh god, it's happening again. And Yang's just like, oh my god, you really exploded. And then Ruby's just like, I didn't mean to, blah, 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 blah. And the sad part about this is I've only ever watched that episode twice, and I haven't rewatched it for the stream.
And we can do our nails, and we can talk about boys, like tall, blonde, and scraggly.
Oh my god, really? No.
Scraggly over there.
Oh my god, really? No.
And then
White Rose.
And then there was this whole thing where Roman, there was an ongoing joke about Cinder basically being a frickin' slut, a hoe, she a hoe.
She a hoe.
She a hoe. She bangs Roman. She bangs. I was like, she bangs. It was in the very first chapter. She bangs the leader. It said that she bangs the leader of the White Fang. So Cinder Adam thing going on there.
I believe it. Their color scheme matches.
And then it was like Cinder, Mercury, and Emerald were all a thing together, like villain orgy.
I believe that too.
That sounds like the typical fanfics. I mean, just throwing that out there, I've yet to see a fanfic that doesn't go that direction in some way, form, or fashion.
It's such an easy direction to go because it's so believable.
It is.
I've downed 2 whole bottles of water since we started.
Yeah, it's an easy direction to go. About as easy it is to get in bed with Cinder, apparently.
It's easy.
I've down 2 whole glasses of wine since we started this.
Like
all you gotta say is, I want to take over the world.
What are we gonna do tonight? Take over the world.
The fanfic is it's also like a Christmas themed one. It's a Rosewick Christmas.
Like I said, I want to read this.
Yeah, you need to dump these in the
I'm searching
Discord.
for it right now. See if I can find it.
Yeah, you need to dump those in the Discord. Everybody will get a kick out of that.
I need a good laugh.
And then, Blake's book
really
now makes so much more sense.
Oh yeah,
right.
It's a man with 2 souls.
Two souls. And now everybody's just like, just like when we first got introduced to Salem at the end of Volume 3, and everybody's just like, that was the voice at the beginning of the first fucking episode. It's the first fucking voice you hear when you start the fucking show.
Yep.
Did you notice how shocked Blake was that somebody actually was taking an interest in what she was reading?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like it was like that was the first time anybody had ever asked her what her book was about.
Guys, I got bad news.
But you've got to remember that she was in the White Fang before this. So obviously no one's going to care about what fucking book she's reading.
So I think I deleted A Rosewit Christmas.
How dare you? That is blasphemous. You never delete fanfics.
I mean,
was
it's
so
more
embarrassed
blasphemous
by
to
it,
have
though.
that existing, though.
Let me log into the account and see if it's still there, but I don't think it is.
Do you think whenever Blake meets Oscar, she's gonna trip whenever she finds out Ospen is in him?
More than likely.
Most definitely. Ruby's
gonna be like, I read this.
So Blake, you've got to stay calm, okay? We're gonna explain something to you.
She's like, oh, I read this in a book.
And the door is gonna come out of nowhere and not even like sugarcoat it. It's gonna be like, so Oscar's got Ospen's soul in him, and Ospen's like really, really old, and he's like a freaking ancient, and he's in Oscar's body, and it's just so weird.
Yep.
And that's exactly what's gonna happen.
I don't know. It just worries me that they're gonna skip over a lot of that kind of stuff when the volume comes back around. They need to not do that. We need all these juicy details of the reintroductions.
Of course, Rose Christmas. That's why I couldn't find it. The name was different. Oh boy.
Oh, it exists.
There are 5 chapters of this mess.
Oh, it exists.
Okay, I will read it. I will read every chapter.
Pretty much everybody in the Discord will read it. Dump it in the Discord.
Right? Yeah, dump it in the Discord.
Yeah, dump it in the Discord. Everybody will grab that.
I'm sad.
Why? Don't be sad. Don't worry. I won't repeat.
We should do a fanfic reading podcast sometime.
Oh my god.
I have a few.
Dear, no. That's a terrifying thought. And we're still trying to organize the rest of the podcasts.
I mean, but adding that one in there just seems like a necessity. Could you imagine Juvia doing her own fanfic? Like, oh my god.
Okay,
Naomi, we need to talk. We need to get.
Okay, do you want me to work this in our schedule somewhere?
That would be fantastic.
I think so.
I would be willing to be a part of this.
I think so. I think that should be worked in somewhere. Maybe we could. Well, we'll talk about this after. We'll talk about it after.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll talk about this later. I suppose that means I'm gonna make another shot.
If we didn't have.
No, don't blame me. That's not my fault.
If you guys don't mind, I mean, we're so off topic at this point. Oh god.
Yeah, we are.
We knew we were gonna go off topic as soon as we decided to do
the first chapter isn't crazy long. We could read it now.
Well, actually, we're going on an hour, so before we hit that, we'll try to. Well, we'll set one up before that, actually.
Okay.
Because that'll be.
If the podcast didn't exist on Friday, it could be Fanfic Friday.
Oh, Fanfic Friday.
Oh, we can do that after. We can actually move that in after we finish going over the previous seasons.
Mm-hmm.
We can just add in, like, instead of just doing 3 episodes per, we can do 5.
Yeah, and knock these out, and then let everybody.
And we'll get through it before the new season comes out, and then we can just do Fanfic Friday until then.
I think we can manage.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
I think we have a way. Fanfic Fridays.
We all have to read in sexual voices.
That'll let people get their own fanfics together to be part of it.
Yeah, that'll give people plenty of time. Like, I don't have any fanfics because, well, I don't write fanfics.
I just want to read this sentence, and then I'll send the link. But just well, Cinder this is Roman stuff. Well, Cinder may have been a beautiful woman, but she wasn't all that good at sex. As a matter of fact, she was too quiet, and there was no good way to put it. Overused. I wrote this.
It's just not that good in bed.
Oh my god, that is horrible. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, no, we definitely need that. Yeah, oh my god.
Yes, that is the type of thing we need in our lives. So please post that in Discord.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should just put it out there. If you guys want any fanfics, send us links.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think me and
I sent the link to the first chapter.
Getting fanfic, we'll accelerate these ones, and so we'll try and see if we get fanfic in pretty soon. That'll be awesome. But anyways, we're going on about an hour, so these episodes were a lot shorter, so we're gonna go ahead and roll it up here pretty soon. And
yeah.
Really? Did you just do that?
No, I don't know. Did I?
And then can we point out that
Yeah.
Yang in all her lovely glory. It's just like, oh my god, I can't believe my little sister's going to Beacon with me. It was just the cutest sister moment ever.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, everybody's gonna think you're the bee's knees, and Ruby's just like, no, just no, I don't want to be the bee's knees. I just want to be a normal girl with normal knees.
Normal.
Really?
Or when Yang walks up to Blake, it's like, I like your bow. It really goes with your pajamas. So, oh my god, it's so lighthearted.
It's the best Yang.
Yeah, it's so lighthearted, so fun to watch. It's a nice break, especially if you've had a rough week. Coming back to RWBY, yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, coming back to the first 2 seasons of RWBY is just like, oh look, it was so peaceful and so sweet, and everybody was so happy, and everything was just fine. And then season 3 happened.
Well, you can get about halfway through season 3 before it all goes to.
Everything goes to hell.
Yeah.
The tournament was really interesting.
Everything goes.
They killed my 3 favorite characters.
I was really excited for the tournament.
Yeah.
I was so excited, and then
But then that went to
wrong.
Everything was fine until the Fire Nation attacked.
Yes. And silence.
Well, it was just one person, Cinder.
Well, I mean, Cinder.
Until the Fire Lady attacked.
You know, it's pretty accurate.
Everything was fine until the White Fang attacked.
We're just trying to make this happen, aren't we? It needs to happen, huh?
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
That's where we're at. But yeah. Anyways, real quick, a special thank to special thank to Panspark for letting us use his artwork. I really like these sketches. He sketched them out and then he refined them, and like I think Yang is still. Come on, bring up Yang. There she is. Yeah, see, Yang is still the sketch, and then he goes through and finishes them off, and they end up looking pretty. They look pretty cool. Really wish I could be a little more artistic like that. It's like I never really been able to.
Fuck up a stick figure, okay? Like,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's like people doing this. As many fan arts and artists there are for RWBY, it's like it really makes up for the rest of us that just suck at it. And it makes us feel like maybe just one day someone will make one for us, because we will never be able to do it ourselves.
Exactly.
Stickman.
Yeah, I have a friend who's really good at art, and he's going to draw out my my OC for me.
Oh,
that's cool.
After Kato helped me design one.
Nice.
I had my OC drawn by a friend too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my drawing skills are.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Stickman.
I could probably fuck up a fucking stickman. Okay, like it's terrible.
Yeah, we're I feel the majority of the RWBY community is pretty much there, and it sucks because it'd be really nice to be artistic like that, but I just never really been able to do it, no matter how hard I tried.
See, I can't draw, but I can write. Okay, like, that's something I can do.
Yeah,
but
that's how I am. I write all. It's my passion, but I can't draw worth crap.
Yeah.
I can dance and I can sew, and that's about it.
I can write and I can sing, and that's about it. Like, that's the extent of my artistic talents.
I write music. That's about it.
Shit. That's more than I can do.
And Raven's over there like, the only thing I'm really good at is exercise.
It's like, you want shit moved? I can move that shit.
You want that table over there? I can do that. You want that TV up higher? I can do that. You want me to write you a good story? Well, your ass up there.
Well, see, the problem is I'm too fucking analytical. I can't write. Like, my first college essay ever, I nailed it with 100. And I did half of the damn requirement. And I nailed it with 100. I'm too damn analytical. I'm too to the point. Too much to the point. I detail out. It doesn't work. It's like I want 1,500 words on this. I literally did 750 on the dot and turned it in. I was like, I couldn't get any more words into this. And she looked at me like she was gonna fail me. And then she came back. It was 100. She was like, that was amazing. It was like.
It's like that was the most amazing thing ever.
It probably only took her like 20 minutes to grade mine because it was like filled the rubric immediately. It was done.
Someone's angry.
It's my niece.
Ooh.
Let's take into consideration that
Your
Raven
niece
is
is
good
very
at
angry.
hosting podcasts.
Yeah. That and I can run a podcast. I can move shit and run a podcast.
All right. He can move shit and run a podcast. Okay.
I mean, that's pretty good in my opinion.
I mean, it works. I can live with that. Then you can give me a video game and I'll show you some stupid shit. But.
Oh my god! So I went yesterday, and me and my daughter and my sister-in-law and my nephew went out yesterday, and we all got our hair cut.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to Chinese afterwards, and then I went to GameStop, and guess what I bought?
What?
I bought Horizon Zero Dawn with the Frozen Wilds.
It's a great game. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Fucking amazing. Okay, I'm not being paid to sponsor this, but if anybody's out there who don't own that fucking game, you need to go fucking buy it. It's fucking amazing. And I know I'm cussing a lot, but I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Hashtag I'm poor. Hashtag not a sponsor. Hashtag I'm poor. Listen, hit us up.
Hashtag copyright.
Right? It's like if no one's listening and you want us to freaking sponsor this, hit us up because we will definitely sponsor it.
We will do this for like $3 and a meatball sub. Okay.
Yes. But you have to make mine a Philly cheesesteak because I'm not a big fan of meatballs.
Yeah, actually, I'll take Philly. Anybody?
Hashtag we'll sponsor for food.
Sponsored for food.
Hashtag we'll do anything for food.
I'm not sure I'd go that far, but more power to you.
But according to her fanfic, we know Cinder will go that far.
Oh yeah.
Cinder will do anything.
Oh boy. Anything for food. I mean,
maybe not food, but you know.
Anything for the dust.
Yeah, let's say that's the D we're talking
The
about.
D for the D. Oh.
Oh.
Oh god, you dump that fanfic. That's gonna be great. But anyways, me and Naomi will chat about this, try to figure it out. But next week it'll either be episode 4 through 6, 4, 5, 4 through 6, or 4 through.
Yes, Lance. I said GameStop.
Yeah. So we'll figure that out. We'll try to work in the fanfic podcast, Fanfic Friday. We'll work it out. Don't worry about it. It'll happen. Don't worry.
Feel free to look at the fanfic before then. Like I said, I sent the link to the Discord.
I'll see about sending my fanfics.
Don't worry, me and Raven will have it figured out in like 20 minutes because, well,
that's usually how it goes.
I'm really great at organization, and he's really great at names.
I'm glad you guys are good at organization because, oh god, am I not.
I blocked the organization.
Yeah, my organization, to the average person, looks like chaos. To me, I can tell you exactly where everything is, like that. It makes sense to me.
Well, my organization is, my organization, and if nobody fucking likes it, well, I don't fucking
Well, then you could go take Cinder's D.
I don't.
Cinder's D, now wait a minute.
Cinder's dust.
I knew it.
You made the baby cry, Raven. Do you see what you did? You made the baby cry.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I
She's
have that
yelling
effect.
because she keeps throwing her food to the dog, and then she doesn't have any food, so then she's mad.
You think
I'm trying to blame
dust?
Raven.
You think there's a special dust for that?
Oh, you're right.
That's
Okay,
what
hold
the
on, guys. Hold on. My phone's ringing.
that's what the colored that's what the orange dust is for.
For a good time.
Oh my gosh, it's so horrible. Oh boy. Do they real quick? Do they have Blake's pajamas on sale? Did they ever sell those?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Because I know they started selling leggings recently. I was curious if they started
Yeah.
selling Blake's pajamas. Because I mean, that's too big of a quote from the early episodes to just
I like your
straight skip it.
jams.
I like your
I say
pajamas.
that.
It's like
Pajamas.
that's a straight
Pajamas.
setup for someone being sold something. Just like they sold Ruby's. They're selling
Just make
Ruby's
that a
headset.
shirt. Make that a shirt already. I like
Make
them
it a
both.
shirt. I like your
We're
pajamas.
straight with my pajamas.
Pajam jams.
If there was a T-shirt that said "I like your pajamas," that would be great because that
That would be wonderful.
would be the worst pickup line ever. But it could work.
It was
That's
at
the
that
problem.
moment that the Ladybug shippers began.
You don't even say it. You just point at your shirt.
Oh no, Blake's pajamas are
that.
just a robe. It's Ruby that has the leggings.
She's got heart pajamas.
Yeah, Blake's is just a black robe with white trim with her little symbol on the right side.
With polka dots. What did me?
But like your pajamas. Oh man. And then when they get in that little fight and it just kicks it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's so lighthearted. I love it. It's so great. These are the days that I miss. And then the other thing I miss is the short intros. The 30-second intro.
Right?
So nice. It's like this minute and a half intro. I don't want this. Just short, bam,
Here.
short, quick, to the point. Boom, intro. Start the episode.
There you go.
Because
I'm not gonna lie.
skip it every time in the new episodes.
I'm not gonna lie. The Volume 5 intro, it's good. I like it.
It's good, but it's not good enough for me to watch it
Yeah.
every time. I watched it the first time because you have to see your intro. You have to see
Yeah,
because it kind of
yeah.
sums up your. And then after that, I'm like, get rid of your minute and a half. Go, yeah, shoot with that shit.
I didn't really like the Volume 4 intro. Like, I don't know. It just didn't pick it up for me.
Yeah. See, oh,
I don't know. I think I like the Volume 4. It's probably up there on my list of intros for RWBY, to be honest.
Mhm.
But Volume 2 is probably my favorite.
Volume 2 had a good intro. So did Volume 3.
Yeah. Volume 3 had a good intro.
Like, the first 3 volumes had great intros.
Yeah.
Well,
And then 4 hit, and I was like, I mean, this is okay.
and then 5 hit, and you're like, it's a good intro, but I'm not watching this every time. Like, I didn't mind watching the first 3 volumes intros because they were like, every time you watch those intros, you saw something different. Just kind of, every time you saw another episode, it kind of changed how you saw the intro. And then, the most recent one, it was just kind of like, really didn't have that grasp. And I think mostly it's just, the new intro is just too damn long. But we're gonna yeah. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and roll it up there. We're an hour and 15 in. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope anybody that tuned in and is still with us is enjoying
and my apologies for being late.
I
again,
didn't even realize you came into the chat. It's just I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought it was in my house. I was like, who the hell's in my house? Nobody's here but me. And then
No, it was me. I was on my phone because my computer was downstairs.
Oh. It just freaked me out. I was like, what the hell? Who the hell's here? And then I was like, who's talking? I was like, I balanced everybody's mics. Nobody should be this quiet. What the hell's going on? This freaked me out.
Well, you couldn't balance my mic because I wasn't there.
I know, which is why it freaked me out, because you were like really, really quiet. And I was like, but so upset. But
oh, it's okay, buddy. I promise. It's not the end of the world, despite what you may believe.
you don't know that. Don't tell me that. You don't know me.
I will tell. Raven.
What?
You shush.
No, I never shush.
Yes.
There's no shushing.
You shush.
No.
You shush.
No.
You shush. No.
No.
Oh, tell him.
You shush.
No.
Like fucking John can't watch the fucking door, okay? Like,
No,
you shush.
motherfucker needs to watch the door.
Hey, don't
He needs to
pick
watch
on
the fucking
John.
one fucking door. Oh
no,
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 not get
you-
no.
you-
Vomit Boy needs to watch the fucking door.
Understand.
Okay, Vomit Boy needs to watch the fucking door. If Vomit Boy,
All he had to motherfucking do, which watched the motherfucking door. Instead, I probably would have never got the fucking maiden powders. Yeah, powders.
No, I mean, it's John we're talking about.
It's
He's not even
John.
that powerful.
John-
John's a fucking idiot, okay? He could have
What a great way to end this.
all of this.
What a great way to end the podcast.
Listen, Jean is Vomit Boy, okay? Jean is Vomit Boy and Tall, Blonde, and Scraggly. No more John.
Blonde and scraggly over
Do you
Tall,
want
blonde,
to
and
find
scraggly.
out what happens in the podcast? Tune in next time.
Tune in next week. That's great. But hope everybody here had fun. Anybody that tuned in, hope y'all had fun too. And we'll catch y'all next week with episode 4 through 6, or 4 through 8, 9, 8. One of the other. We'll let you know. It's 4 through something. Just to be safe, just cover all of it.
Do 5.
Yeah. We might do that then. I just need to get a count. We'll talk about it in a minute. Anyway. But I hope everybody had fun. Hope all our hosts had fun. And
yeah, it was great.
Yeah, our ending was just
Always a
wonderful.
good time.
And we will catch y'all next week. So y'all have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.